Hey, great day to y'all. I hope that you were all able to wake up super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you guys all set that high vibe for yourself by telling yourself that you're grateful and that you're amazing and that all the magic is within and that you can make everything and anything possible for yourself, which you can. You know, the universe is always working in our favor. And a lot of people seem to think, I have to live this, or I have to live that, or, but it's all for your highest good. Really, it is. And according to the laws of the universe, hey, if you look at something for uniquely what it is, without any comparison to anything else, there's no good or bad, right? So you got to look for the learning in things because it's always there, always there. And, I'm really excited about my mission of touching 1 million lives this year because to some that seems like a very big goal. And even I got a couple of comments about that. Tobi, that's a really big reach, But you know what? I have been adamantly going out on TikTok and putting out videos with pieces of wisdom out there for people. And I've touched thousands of lives already. Thousands. So, yeah, I don't get the views on Facebook. But I certainly am getting them on TikTok. So, my goal of touching and impacting 1 million lives this year? Well, it's on its way to happening. Literally. So guys, again, today, just some loving reminders. The power that's fueling you will fuel all of your choices, no matter what they are. That's what free will is about. So anything that you choose to have an idea about, a thought about, or speak about, you are giving your life force to. Literally. So I encourage you guys all to stay in the flow of your life force and let everything just be what it is and nothing more or nothing less. I'm going to remind you guys all again today. Nothing in your life has the permission to affect you unless you grant it that permission to do that. And some will respond in saying, oh no, because this bothers me or that bothers me or, this happened to me, so this is why I am the way I am. Scrap all that. It no longer exists. It really doesn't. The only place that it exists is within your own mind. And because the brain doesn't know whether something's a memory or whether it's actually happening to you, anything that you decide to think about, speak about, or pull from your heart's desires, the job of the brain is to make that real. So, if you talk about past experiences and you insist on your past affecting your now, your body and your brain does not know whether it's actually happening or whether it's just a mere memory. And this is why it's so important to take a look at the things that we are creating in our realities just by our thoughts alone. We all have different unique life experiences, but we're all fueled by the same thing. And our emotional responses to things, should you allow them to be what they are initially supposed to be, which is to restabilize your own being. From what? Well, from whatever you've got to live. So, I'm going to remind you guys again today, your brain, the first brain, is your heart. Well, on a physical level. Because I say the first brain is the energy of your being. Literally, because it knows and feels everything. Nothing can be hidden from it. It's how you process this energy that's flowing through you constantly is really what's going to make you react to it. But if you understand the processes of how it works, you're going to become very self-aware not to allow things to shift you. So I'll explain it like this. Your energy is constantly picking up things in your environment, and we are constantly influenced by energy all the time. You are an energy being. Everything is energy first, okay, before matter. I consider our energy of our being to be our primal brain. But in the physical realm, your heart picks up on things because of the energetic flow that's coming to you, okay, which is in a cycle. Your aura is flowing energy, and it's surrounding you, and it's constantly moving. Everything is in constant motion. Nothing ever stays the same. It's always changing. Well, your brain is going to pick up on everything that you're feeling within your energy. Now, if you can stay still in there, you feel and see things quite clearly without any doubt, but you have to trust yourself. What happens if you don't stay in your heart space is all of the information that you've picked up through your senses, through your energetic flow, is going to flow through your limbic system for processing. Just like a computer. Okay? First brain that kicks in is the reptilian brain. That's your instinctual brain that is put there, and it runs for you automatically for fight, flight, or freeze. That is your instinctual brain. If you are at risk of dying, that brain is there to help you maneuver to keep you safe. Well, once all of that happens, then the emotional brain kicks in to restabilize your body from what it is that you have just experienced. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if you are able to stay still within your being, no matter what it is that you're processing, literally, any emotional reaction that you're having will last 60 to 90 seconds, not anything longer than that. Maximum 2 minutes. Literally. Why? Because your body knows what it has to do. It is only once the emotion has settled and you have restabilized, then your logical thinking brain kicks in. So, if you are acting out of fear for absolutely anything in your life. So, what are some of the biggest fears that people face? Fear of judgment, fear of non-acceptance, fear of non-validation, fear of not being loved, fear of not being enough, fear of not having enough, coming from a place of lack all the time. There's a lot of fears. Well, fears, the only thing that they produce within you is that fight, flight, or freeze. So you're going to end up fighting your way through everything. You're going to either run from it or you are going to stay stuck in it. And because our brains are constantly making it real for us, no matter what it is, you have to really be careful about what you decide to embody as your thoughts and as your way of speaking and as your way of doing. Because these things that you do not even realize you're doing automatically is because you have been conditioned to be in that pattern and in that cycle. This is why you have to authentically show up as you. No mask and no fear attached. It's essential for you to be able to maneuver in a thriving way in your life. You got to remove the fear. Once you realize the power of your being and what you are actually manifesting for yourself, you're going to quickly run with the flow of your power and not run in the opposite direction of it. Literally. You know, guys, anything that you want in your life that you're thinking about consciously, well, I'd like you to remember that everything that you have stored in your subconscious brain about who you think you are is running automatically also. So it doesn't matter what you have in the forefront of your brain. You have to firmly believe that and have it stamped in the back of your brain too, in order for it to really happen. This is why people call it self-limiting beliefs. Because we have limiting beliefs about ourselves that we've been conditioned and programmed to believe from since we were kids. And if you don't stop and rewrite that stuff that is running all of the programming in your thought processes, well, then you're automatically at a loss and you're automatically limiting yourself as to what you can actually manifest. Because you could put all of your daily efforts into something, no matter what inspired actions that you may be taking. But if you firmly believe in the back of your mind that you doubt it happening, or you do not feel worthy of it happening, or if you feel like, oh, you know, I'm never going to make enough money because money doesn't grow on trees and you got to work hard to make money, well, that's actually stopping you from getting your big win or from pulling money to you. We have all kinds of beliefs that are way down deep that stop us from our highest potential of our beings. And this is why it's so important to go and do the inner work and figure out what is actually stored in the patterns of your own thinking. We don't just operate the way we do because that's the way we are. No, we don't. Every single person has a unique experience. We've all had parents. We've all had families. We've all had situations, circumstance, scenarios, traumas, hurts, all kinds of shit that's happened to us. Not one more person than the other. Okay? Because maybe something minimal, like in my eyes, put it this way. You can't belittle anybody else's experiences in life about what they've lived. I know what I've lived. I know already that it's really humanly impossible for maybe somebody else to endure the magnitude of what I have. But that doesn't mean that they have not felt the same pain, the same anguish, the same trauma that I have out of their own experiences, to the same magnitude that I have within all of mine. You see, we're all connected and we're all a reflection of one another, always, all the time. So you really have to, how would I put it? You got to go way down in. And you have to look at why you operate the way you do. And yes, it's according to what you've lived. But don't think that you can pile it away in your brain and not actually work through that stuff and think that it is not there functioning your whole life today. Because it is. Factually. I don't come to you guys with opinion, eh? I come to you with a hell of a lot of research behind my mindset. Literally. This is not opinion. I speak truthful facts. Our subconscious brain functions everything in your body. Everything. Even down to your organs, your systems, your everything. And it also operates on the law of least effort. So it governs your energy all the time by the laws of least effort. And it will do and force you to do what is the easiest for you to do. If you've conditioned your subconscious brain out of fear, out of doubt, out of shame, guilt, blame, denial, that is what you're producing your life from. So you need to go and clean that up. Remove anything that was not empowering to you within your past memories of what you've lived, because it factually no longer exists. It doesn't. It only exists in your own being. Okay? And things affect us until we actually take the time to look and to release and to rewrite those things that are stored within us. And everybody can do it. There's not one person on the planet that cannot do it. It's all a simple choice. But these are the things that you really have to do for yourself. Because you only have 10% of your brain capacity to use, eh? Consciously. Everything else is running on its own. But if you don't take the time to investigate what is actually operating your whole way of life, well, then you really don't know what needs to be corrected. Trust me when I tell you, I can't sit here and tell you what you need to correct. I'd be able to tell you what is affecting you. But I'm not going to sit there and tell you what you need to correct. When you sit with yourself and you ask your soul what is affecting you in your life, your soul knows all. It knows already what you need to heal. It knows already everything that you've lived and remembers everything and is trying to maneuver you in a way that you manifest everything that you desire. Loving you unconditionally, giving you the full force of the universe to do exactly whatever you want to do with it. That's the full power of what's possible. So what you're making possible for yourself is in direct correlation to what you believe to be real within your own being about you and your experience. Yeah. Well, belief systems reconstruct and they can change, and hey, you know, this isn't who I was 10 years ago. No. But this is who I became 5 years ago. And my learning doesn't end. Learning every day. But I'm in a state of being okay. And a lot of people think, oh, Tobi, you're harsh, you're gruff. No, this is just me. I can just be. This is just me being me. I'm just passionate, though. I come out here heartfully. And I have a lot of energy behind it. But I'm never upset or angry or You know, I don't want to feel any emotion. None. Zero. That's the level of consciousness I'm running at. Why would I want to feel any emotion? Emotion is a restabilization of your body. I don't need anything to restabilize from. I stay in my heart space. I see and know everything for what it is. And I don't mind mess around with my own being. No. And I don't sit there reliving past situations or scenarios to keep constantly putting my body through that. Why would I do that? If I do that, well, my body doesn't know if it's actually happening or if it's just a mere memory I'm thinking about. So I'm actually giving that life to throw me out of balance. Why would I do that to myself? I wouldn't. So that's, this is the state of my being, is I just am. That's it. I'm not anything else than me. That's my state of being. This is my personality. This is who I am. There's no emotion attached to this. Why would there be? Just like when I tell you guys, hey, I send you love. And that I love you. Yo, I'm extending my life force to you. And you know what? It's funny because there's some dudes that have literally, I felt the, oh shit, she's sending me love. Oh my God, she must want something with me. Nah, get over yourself. That's ego-inflicted anxiety trip out of your own fear because you know you're not enough for me. Get a grip. Simple. Come on. This is an extension of life force energetically because we're all connected. So I want everybody to feel the same way I do. I feel the power of my being. How could I not? I'm sitting in it. Fully. I have done so much inner work. My past is gone. It no longer exists. Nothing from my past can afflict me today. Nah, I'm a brand new person today. Loaded with lots of life experience, yes. Lots of wisdom, yes. But does my learning end? No, never. And I embrace it all. It's the whole point of not having to come back again and do it all. Because I'm graduating this round. I'm not getting in any, no. When you realize really what this reality is and the power of your being and what you can really make possible for your own being, but you can't just do that. You need to do the work. It's just like anything else. In this falsified reality, you want to become something according to society, well, you got to put in the work to get your credentials. Well, I'm proud to say that the universe has certified me. Couldn't ask for better credentials than that. Literally. Yeah. Whole lot less conditioning that I had to deprogram out of my being, But you got to put in the work for yourself. Why? Because you matter the most. And when you realize why shit's going sour in your life, because of past memories that you have locked in your body, making you believe shit about yourself that is all wrong and it's all false, well, your life force is operating all of your ideas, thoughts, patterns, ways of life, your triggers, your reactions, your everything based on all of this stuff. Literally. Go do the research, you'll find it all. Anyways, guys, I love you all, and this is why I come out here and do it. I want everybody to be in their full power the way I am. Literally. Because it's a wonderful place to be. And guys, nothing can shift you outside of you unless you give it the permission. So how do you give permission to things? You allow things to have meaning in your life. Literally. That's why I don't allow anything to have meaning in my life. Literally. No person, place, or thing has any meaning. I love everything. Does it mean anything to me? No. Why? Because if it means something, it can affect me. And to the magnitude of which it means something to you is to the magnitude of the permission that you give that to affect you. Nothing in this world can affect me anymore. And I'm proud to say it. Nothing. By choice. So the easiest way to function in your life is to love everything wholeheartedly, unconditionally, because that is just you. Because that's just me. I want everything and anything around me to be just as powerful as I am. So I will leak my life force to it by loving, just the way the universe leaks the power to us to be alive and sustains our life and our functions and our abilities and our senses. Well, I leak that energetic force that's fueling me to every single thing on the planet. Every day, intentionally, consciously. Not one more than another. And does any of it have any meaning or relevance to my life? No. None of it. Because then it can't affect me. I know I'm doing what's right. I'm loving everything. So, however it's received or however it's not my fucking problem. I'm doing what's right for me and staying in balance and in my power. That's how you do it. But does anything have meaning in my life? No, it can't affect me. Nah. No. By simple choice. I've done all the cleanup work in my subconscious brain. I've rewritten all of the past. I've released all of that shit. So, from the point that I live now, nothing's going to rock me. Nothing's going to shake me. Nothing built me the way I've been built other than my experience and my learning. So nothing will affect me. The only thing that really means anything to me is how much I learn. And that's what affects me. Literally. I need to learn every day. I'm addicted to learning. I need to learn every day. Well, I think it's a pretty good addiction to have in this world because, hey, considering it will be my last run here, I got to learn as much as possible. And, everybody says, oh, well, everybody's got demons and everybody's got that. You know what? The best way to master your fucking demons is to sit them down and love them. That's what I did. I was tired of my demons trying to pull me in all kinds of directions because I knew I had just as many angels. So I'm like, yo, you guys, hey, that's how you master your dark and your light, So you got to pull those demons and have a seat. Guys, sit down. Enough of this shit now. All right? You guys are going to work for me in the spiritual realm. You're not going to fuck with me energetically every day. No way. We're going to do this together. And then you got to call your angels and say, hey, all right, I'm ready to work with you guys too. And then you pull them all together. And you say, all right, now you guys are going to work as a team. And you're going to guide me. And you're going to protect me on every realm because you both have that magnitude. And the real angel and demon is really within, It really is because we all have that, the yin and the yang, But there's nothing good or bad. It's all unique experience. We're all energetic spiritual beings, first and foremost. And we're all here at such an amazing time to be alive. Really, it's the greatest show on earth. It really is. It's the Great Awakening. The frequency, the level of consciousness that most are, not most yet, but many are operating from is amazing. It's amazing. This is the change that's needed. Yeah, big time. For everybody. But this is why I come out and I empower you guys with as much knowledge as possible and loving reminders. And, there's a couple of people that said, Tobi, you're repetitive. Yes, because installation is key. And you have to hear something over and over and over again before your brain accepts it as a suggestion. Let me give you an example. Look, until you buy a certain type of car, do you see it on the road? Not really. But once you're actually in that vehicle, you start seeing them everywhere. Well, it's not that they magically just started appearing everywhere. It's just that your brain has accepted it as a suggestion. This is why I got to come out here and I got to keep telling you guys the same thing until your brains accept it as a suggestion to even be a possibility. Same way you conditioned your children, the same way we were conditioned as children. Well, you have to recondition your brain. It's factually. But guys, I love y'all, and this is why I do it. And I'm wishing you guys a super hype day. Get the most out of your experience. Why wouldn't you? Create your realities and your stillness and balance in perfect harmony with your unique experience and the power that's given you life. Because it's nothing outside of you that makes anything possible for yourself. Right? It's everything that's inside of you that makes everything possible for yourself. Big time. Guys, I love y'all. Have a great day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.